critique of a political official is not critique of a country.
You showed solidarity with the students of our country.
I can't tell you the feeling that I got from standing on the street and seeing all of these kids out there. If you are seeking to administer democracy, everyone should be able to participate in it without fear. That sound reasonable?
You always sound reasonable, Imran. Imran, I think our bond with you started with love.
And an airport song. I'm on a special watch list at the airport. Every time I show up. तेरा मुझसे है पहले का नाता कोई यूं ही नहीं दिल लुभाता कोई जाने तू या जाने ना माने तू
Oh my God, guys, this is Imran Khan. Wow, yaar. Like, you don't need to be here. You could be at so many other places. Why did you choose to be here with us today?
Need is a funny word, and I guess since you used it in that way, I did in fact need to be here the same way that any of us needed to speak about what's happening in our country. The same way that you felt like you simply had to stand in front of a van. The same way that we all felt we had to show up and show solidarity with the students, with the children of our country. There came a moment when I, and I guess most of you here, looked out and saw what was happening, and you couldn't sit at home anymore. There's something that just would not allow you to sit still and to stay home. You had to stand up, and you had to say, listen, my voice is here as well. So yeah, that's why I was there. That's why I'm here.
Thank you so much. I'd like to begin by asking you, I know you've answered this outside, so you're prepared now. What does Azadi mean to you?
Well, there are two parts to this. There is the political part, which is, I've given two answers outside to those of you who had to do this. The political part is very, very simple. Are we building a society that treats every individual with equity? Seedhi si baat. These are people, these are the citizens of our country. Are we treating all of them decently, with equity, with humanity? That is independence. That is true independence. The other part was the slightly the sappier part that I wanted. That since you're all here, is a play that I do on the word independence. Independence. I think that part of our modern society also tends to put so much emphasis and so much value on individualism that we can tend to lose the value of collectivism, of depending on each other, the way you would depend on your family, the way you depend upon a great friend, upon a partner. That's also something I would like to see more of.
Yeah. Thank you, Imran. You showed solidarity with the students of our country. एंड हर एक आर्टिस्ट का एक अपना तरीका होता है ये करने का. कोई स्टेज पर जाकर माइक पर अपनी आवाज़ यूज़ करते हैं, कोई अपने काम के थ्रू. You not just did that on social media, but you also literally, like, you were at the protest. Why was that important to you? Firstly, thank you for doing that. Thank you for showing solidarity with our students. I think that
thank you to all of the students who showed up and who were walking in the streets and raising this issue, showing how important it is, and showing that they cared enough to show up there. I can't tell you the feeling that I got from standing on the street and seeing all of these kids out there who cared so much that they had to show, and they showed up there. That was healing for me, honestly. More than me coming there to show support. Sure, there is that part. There's almost a selfish quality to it because I went away with a feeling of peace. I felt healed when I went home that evening. I had seen that many people raising their voices, caring, and standing up to authority. That did something to me.
But Imran, when you were there, जब आप उस protest का हिस्सा थे, what was going on in your mind, and what is something that you realized about the youth of our country?
I'm so thrilled to see that the young people of our country are awake and are fearless. It's incredible. This is a generational thing. Every generation looks at the people who are younger than the आजकल के youngsters, listening to strange music, कपड़े कैसे पहनते हैं. Every generation goes through this. This is a standard thing, and I'm glad that the moment came when this generation stood up and said, "Hey guys, we'll show you how it's done."
I feel like I saw some beautiful synergy also between millennials and Gen Z. It was almost like senior junior types. You know, he was like, "हम जो नहीं कर पाए वो तुम करो." But do you feel that movements like this, or coming together for a cause that everybody cares deeply about, it sort of brings people together?
Yes, a cause that is based, and let me be clear about this, a cause that is based in justice will bring people together in this way, because they do bring people together the other way, and that is rallying around anger, that is rallying around hatred and violence. This is a different thing. A movement that is based on justice and a movement that seeks to provide unity, that movement will unite people, that will unite classes, that will unite ages, that will unite genders.
And do you feel like I personally feel, whatever the consequences may be, I feel like there's something that's shifted.
There has absolutely been a noticeable shift in the climate, in the culture of our country. We had normalized fear, and we had normalized a culture where if you felt uncomfortable about something, or if you felt like you disagreed, you didn't raise your voice. You keep your head down. You don't say anything. You might get into trouble. That thing that has been normalized for all these years, I feel that has snapped. Something has shifted. I had given up a generation, and I had given up a civilization uh, to anger and to hatred. The fact that so many people have rejected hatred is very, very heartening. I cannot tell you how good it has made me feel, and the kind of peace that it has brought to me. So really, this movement has done so much for so many people.
So आज हम आज़ादी सेलिब्रेट कर रहे हैं, हम हर साल आज़ादी सेलिब्रेट करते हैं. On paper, we are a free country. We have the right to freedom. My question to you, Imran, is that is there any area of our lives where you feel that maybe we still not completely free?
The fact is, we're a nation of a billion people, a little over. How do you manage this many people, or any society? It is complicated, and it is never going to be perfect. It necessitates constant reinvention, constant re-evaluation. We have tended, and this is by no means exclusive to India, this is a global political reality. We have tended to become sifted into camps and groups. The idea of my tribe, your tribe, you fight to defend this tribe, you are on that side, are you for this team or are you for that team? Everyone is being thrust into teams rather than us being able to take a step back and actually question the structure and the system itself. The idea that we should be able to question all parts of the system and all parts of the structure. How has this structure been arrived at? Do we all agree with it? Maybe it worked well for 5 years. Do we want to change any part of it now? It should always be open to renegotiation. The idea that you cannot ask questions about the contract, the idea that you cannot renegotiate, the idea that you cannot change some part of the system makes no sense to me. If you are seeking to administer democracy to everyone, everyone should be able to participate in it without fear.
You can love your country deeply and still be critical of it.
You must. To love your country is to want better. I believe that any structure of authority should be open to questioning. It must be called upon to justify its power and its authority. And if it cannot justify its authority, then it should be broken down and altered and replaced by something that is more just. That sound reasonable?
Yeah. You always sound reasonable, Imran. See, I love
Good.
to do this. It's a chota sa compliment and he'll melt. Like how? So since we're talking about love, let's talk about love a bit more. What do you...
Had we arrived there?
Imran, I think our bond with you, I think it started with love. So we have to talk about it.
And an airport song.
And I am still waiting for that moment, by the way.
I'm on special watch list at the airport. Every time I show up, you're like, eh.
But the love for the country. What is something you love about your country? Because as I said, you can love your country deeply and still be critical of it. We are critical because we want it to be better. And it's not because we hate the country.
Again, important to note here that critique of a political official is not critique of a country. For those, in case it needs to be said, no politician is the country. The people, at any point, any people who stand up are citizens. They are the country as much as any individual politician. If you outnumber that politician, by the laws of democracy, you are more of the country than that one politician. So we have to also separate this idea. The idea that you have to defend your love for the country. I'm asking a question of a politician. You are a public servant. You are an elected official. You have been selected by public demand to perform a task. You are not the country.
Woo! Love that thought. Absolutely, absolutely. What's one quality that you see in young people today, and you wish, I wish our generation had that?
A little less investment in some of the baggage that maybe my generation carried. And I'm talking about just like societal baggage, gender baggage, the external expectations of how you are supposed to be. I'm sure everyone's dealing with crippling anxiety on the inside, but broadly it seems like these guys just carry less weight. Is that right?
You're right, and I also feel like even if there's weight being carried, they
address it and they talk about it. Like,
right, and there's also
man,
awareness.
my ADHD is killing me, and I'm going to go to therapy later on. Like, great, we can talk about this.
Yes. I think we're very good at telling people and telling the youth of our country to vote, to speak up, to volunteer, to show up. But do you think, are we actually good at equally listening to them?
Older people have never been good at listening to younger people. That's why you have to protest. That's why you have to show up and start shouting. Older people just don't listen otherwise. That's just life.
If you had to mention or think about one person who truly made you feel heard while you were growing up, who would that person be?
You said hurt, right?
Heard.
Yeah.
We can talk about hurt too.
When I was 15, there was this girl who... Oh, it's the D. It's not the T. It's my mom. I still have an amazing mother who respected my individuality and encouraged that.
What did that do for little Imran?
It encouraged me and it gave me a great sense of self. The idea or the confidence that I'm secure in who I am and how I am. I didn't then particularly feel peer pressured by the time I was 14 or 15. You know what this is like when you're in school. You want to fit in, or the desire is very, very strong, and the feeling if you are not can be crippling. I didn't particularly have that. When I was young, I already had a strong sense of self and the sense that I'm fine. I'm like this. I'm like this. I'm not like other people. I have my own taste. I have my own interest. I don't have to be like you. I don't have to be like you. I can be me.
A closing thought. Again, coming back to India, coming back to Azadi, coming back to the love for our nation. What for you is an ideal India?
Growing up, one was taught of the freedom struggle, and one was taught of the hardships endured under British occupation. And there was a heroism and a nobility. I don't know. Maybe I'm romanticizing it. Maybe it's just the way it was taught to us. There was a collectivism. The entire country came together to stand up against injustice, against insurmountable odds. There is a beauty and a romance to that touches my heart. I saw that in Delhi in Jantar Mantar. We all saw the video. We all saw the visuals. I'm sure you guys all saw that video of the kids who were being lathi charged, and the second the cops stopped swinging, these kids came running and they sat down on the ground, cross-legged, row after row after row. No hesitation. They came running and they sat down. I was so proud, and I said, "That's my India. These are my people. That's the lesson I had learned back then. That's the soul of this country for me. I think surely we've all felt it somewhere.
Yeah. And I also think that what we established, through whatever happened in the last few weeks and the months was that, bro, you can be unserious and still ask for something serious. And I'm sure you've seen all the reels, all the memes. Students opening up the lock of a van and students running, people making that ooh ooh wala reel.
And I don't want to belittle that. The thing that you're saying about unseriousness, that is a powerful and a potent weapon, okay? That is a weapon that fascism does not have. Fascism and authority, they have no humor. Fascists have anger and fear. These are the only two emotions that they have. It's a very, very small palette. You got anger and fear. There is no humor. There is no empathy. There is nothing beyond the self. You can't lose that. Never lose the humor.
Again, Imran, I want to really thank you for taking our time and being here. You've showed up, and I'll tell you how he showed up for millennials and Gen Zs equally. For millennials, he actually showed us that you don't need to romanticize toxicity. Love can also be toxic-less. It need not be toxic.
It cannot be. If
It
there is
cannot.
toxicity, that is possession. That is not love. That is possession.
And then he also showed us what emotional availability in men could look like. Imran, do you think that's bare minimum or princess treatment?
That feeling, I think, is kind of bare minimum, right? That is what one seeks. A feeling of magic. One should seek magic.
I mean, I can't believe millennials idolize you, Gen Zs idolize you. The Gen Alpha is like you have to do something for them now. What do you plan to do for them?
Well, Gen Alpha is my daughter's friends. They think I'm very uncool. So maybe when they get a bit older, I'll have a chance. Right now, I get lots of.
It means a lot for all of us that you are here. Do you know this? Okay, guys, let's teach Imran clock it.
Am I opening the rest of the fingers or am I closing them?
Okay, it's this. Close it. Yeah, so it's this. Okay, so it means...
This is clock it?
Yeah, it means clock it. If you are in agreement with something, like give a hot take or say something really nice, we'll clock it for you.
Ice cream is good. There's a lot of support for this, a lot of support.
I want the final word to be yours. I want the closing line to be yours because I just want to walk out in awe like I've always done. So please leave us with a closing note.
If you want to walk out with awe, or is the other one? It's
Both.
Okay. I feel awkward with the and anytime anyone thanks me for showing up particularly for any of this stuff, because this isn't bare minimum, guys. Don't settle for that either. We come back to what I was talking about earlier on. The whole thing is a construct. It's all made up. Why can't you dream bigger? The idea that we've arrived at the final end point of anything, like now we have figured everything out. It is all messed up. Sure. Reinvent. Think bigger, think better. We can't remain rigid. We cannot remain inert. Always aim higher.
Thank you so much, Imran. Please give it up for Imran Khan.
तेरा मुझसे है पहले का नाता कोई, यूं ही नहीं दिल लुभाता कोई, जाने तू या जाने ना, माने तू